Hello again and welcome to your gardening week. Well, we've seen most of that snow and ice disappear, certainly in the south and southwest of the country. Further north in parts of Wales and the north of England and Scotland and even parts of Northern Ireland, it's still pretty cold overnight, and that's the problem. The nighttime temperatures are the thing that are going to hold back some of that growth. By day, with long days and also with warmth during the day, you'll probably see some plants starting into growth, but the problem is that those cold overnight temperatures can really hold them back. So don't be too tempted to get on and garden and plant all your tender plants out just yet. Meanwhile, what can you be getting on with in the garden? Well, I'm going to be cutting back some of my ornamental grasses. It is time to do that because in the next few weeks they'll be really starting to grow. And if you try and cut them back too late, you stand the chance of chopping off the new growth as it's just emerging. So on all your ornamental grasses that have turned brown, cut right back down to the base of each of the shoots, cutting away all that material. It's really good stuff to add to the compost heap. Clean and tidy around the plants and just fork lightly around the base of each plant to loosen the soil. And in a few weeks, they'll be starting back into growth. Another crucial thing to be getting on with is if you've sown any tomato seeds and they've germinated well like mine have, then they really need pricking out. Those individual seedlings need taking out of that original compost and putting into something new so that they've got some space to grow and develop. Start by knocking the seed compost out of the pot that you sowed the seeds into and carefully teasing each of the seedlings apart. Make sure you don't damage the roots. Then into pots of compost that you've filled and then tapped to consolidate, make a hole with the end of a pencil. Make sure that you handle the seedlings by the seed leaves. These are the first ones to have emerged. And then lower the seedling carefully into the hole, deep enough so that those seed leaves are just sitting above the compost surface. Use the pencil again just to firm the compost in around the base of the stem. Water each one well and then put back on the kitchen windowsill or in a warm place for the plants to re-establish, and in about 6 weeks' time they'll be ready to plant out either in the garden or into your greenhouse. And then my last job is to give the grass a bit of a treat. It's been trampled on and it's been covered in snow and ice and really saturated during the winter months. Get on there with a border fork and spike the lawn to half the depth of the tines, pushing the tines into the surface of the lawn, and then ease it out and repeat this every 4 to 6 inches across the surface of the lawn. You'll improve the drainage, improve the aeration, and the grass plants will grow away nice and strongly for the rest of the spring. So that's the jobs to be getting on with this week in your garden. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel that you've been watching, and if you need any more tips of what to do in your garden, visit my website davidhurrian.com.